so like I was saying, it's one of those. I want to get a. I have a small desk. I have when I was at home when I first started. Basically, what it was is I had the TV. So in my room, I actually had two normal TVs. Before I started YouTube, I had a TV to put the game on and a TV to watch TV on because I used to like doing both at the same time. I like background noise, because when you're playing the game, sometimes it's just like there's ambient music and like little audio cues, but there's not really anything going on in the background. So I don't know. It's just one of those I like doing it. I usually barely pay attention to TV. Or like I would like the option to be able to watch TV as I record. Because what you guys did not know is I've actually done that in a couple videos. Where I actually was playing the game, but I was listening to the TV. Because the TV had a headphones port, jack, whatever. So I was listening to the headphones of the TV, and I actually was playing the game. That just so happens when I want to record something and I want to watch TV at the same time, because what I want to watch is on while I want it to record. So, yeah. But what happened was I had a dresser, and it was a long dresser, and it had one TV, and then I had a TV stand. The TV stand was the one that I watched TV on. The one with the TV on the dresser, I actually never even plugged up. I never hooked it up. I never used it. I was too lazy to. I just played the same game. I played the game on that TV. Then I ended up buying the one I have now for recording. So it's like if I had to play the game and watch TV, I just pulled out the small one. But now I have and what would usually happen is I had like this little TV stand.
Mr. Ray, your family isn't here either.
And apparently I took a long time to think when I was doing what I was doing.
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
Yeah, this bothered me.
Sir. Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to
see this.
back home.
Yeah, see, I had to move. That was bothering me.
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood, and past the Red Rocket Station. I shall remain here.
Okay, like I was saying, so the recording TV sat on the dresser. No, it used to. That's what I was doing at first. I had to figure out what was comfortable. Eventually, it would end up sitting on a TV stand, and then the mic would sit right in front of it. And then I would lay in my bed, which is why every now and again, you would hear me shifting over, and you would hear the bed moving. Because I'd be lying on my stomach. And when you lie on your stomach to record for like an hour straight, that gets uncomfortable. So, now I have an actual desk. So, there's my TV. The mic is sitting by the TV. I have a chair. I have a little bit of space next to it. Now, I used to sit my computer right next to the TV. But the problem is, my laptop gets loud. And I can't really record when it's loud. I couldn't, like recording the audio, you already got the PS4 in the background, and you got this thing in the background, then I have to talk over it and the game, and it's just like, oh, that's too much work. And I just didn't like how it sounded, in all honesty. So, I ended up moving it to the bed, which is directly behind me, and then I just turn around to glance at the computer just to make sure the battery's charged and anything of that nature. Speaking of which, I want to make sure this charger is relatively close by, because if it starts to die, like several times I've recorded and something like that has happened and I paid no attention and it died, and when you're in the middle of recording and your computer just cuts off, the recording ends really, really badly. So that's actually one of the reasons why there is no Injustice story mode on here yet, because I got to the last chapter of it and then it died, and I was like 3-4 hours into the game And I'm like,
Hey, boy, what are you doing out here all by yourself?
I was like, nah, I can't go. I ain't doing this no more.
Okay, then.
Eventually I will get back to that, but it's just like it bothered me. Another thing, he found something. But yeah, I want to keep that close by. Trying to think, but like I said, the soundboard would have been way too big. Just it'd have been too big, even with the space that I had got. It actually is just too big. So when I ended up looking up how to try and fix the audio problem, because I went through, I tried to do some stuff with Sony, and it just seemed like it just wasn't going away. It would go away a little bit, but then it would pop up again. It was just like that bothers me. So I wasn't sure what the problem is. I'm still not 100% sure, but I do know that Audacity did not have that problem, so I'm just going to record everything through Audacity. Now, one of the problems that I was coming across was it seemed like running Audacity and the Elgato, fuck these mole rats, they're really annoying, but running Audacity and Elgato at the same time on my computer is just something that can't be done. It seems like the audio desyncs on the video every time I did that. So again, I wasn't sure what's causing it. I probably need a better computer. This computer was brought back in 2010. And this was before I had ever decided to do anything with YouTube. However, I don't have the money to just blow like that. Plus, if I get a computer, I want one that's strong enough to run games. Because I want to be able to record Fallout on it, Skyrim, New Vegas 3, stuff like that. Where I can put hella mods on it. And I know that mods are supposed to come to console, but the freedom in which you get from a mod on PC is different than the mods that we'll get on the console. Will the console be able to run the mods? Maybe. Will it be able to run the ultra high definition 4K mods? Probably not. However, it's just one of those like, I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of people say like there are certain mods that would be restricted on them because Sony would have problems and blah 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 blah. And the thing is that makes no sense is, shouldn't Steam have that same problem? It's like, it's a mod. How can the owner of whatever gets modded in get mad at the company because some person modded the game? I really don't get that. If you don't want it modded, I mean, if you don't, like, first off, you can't tell nobody what they can and cannot mod. If you give them the ability, even if you don't give them the ability and they figure out how to mod, they're going to do it because they want to. So you saying, oh, well, I don't know why I stopped here. I have no idea why I stopped here, and I have no idea why I stopped for so long. I must have been responding to a text or something. I don't even know. Anyway, you can't tell them what they can and cannot mod because they'll do it because they want to. And if they put it on YouTube, all you can do is say, no, take it off. But it'll still be done, and it can still get out there. So I really don't see a point in all that. But anyway. Plus, it'll look better, and I don't know. It's just one of those things that I want to do. That's partially why I have not even recorded any Skyrim stuff or any Fallout stuff. Because I want to do it on the PC. It looks so much better. And a lot of YouTubers are actually switching to PC games now because they look so much better. Now, I've never been a graphics whore, or I guess that's not really a good term for it, but I've never been one of those people who, if the game don't look good, I won't play it. Except for really, 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 really old games that I didn't grow up playing. Like, I could go back and play Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, Well, not 2, I never played 2, but 1, 3, stuff like that. And wouldn't have too much of a problem with the graphics.